We now return to Anno 1800. Okay, we just got her. %0 chance. Perhaps we'll never get trade rights with her. Yeah, we'll wait on Wibbly. Wibbly's almost as low as the pirate right now. Okay, so what am I doing? I sent those ships off. I did not send those ships off.
Climb the rigging.
Need to see what my fleet is currently doing.
New orders?
Alright. You can come back here and get your things. It's just a quest item. No, 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 no. Damn it. That. There.
Hold the crane.
Alright. Up that off.
Ship of the line reporting in. Steer us forth.
Pick that up. Today, we don't need 2 of these.
On our way.
New orders, Admiral.
I kind of want to put this on one of my bigger ships.
Attention for the Admiral.
Just not really sure who it should go to. We do have that other one. Tell you what, you can bring it to... Well, no, the other one's also got its own thing. So it doesn't really matter. Go get some missiles or something. Actually...
New orders, Admiral.
Let the sails fill.
Fuck, I don't know.
You can rely on us.
Such a cumbersome goddamn way of doing this. I don't know why there's not like a fleet trade menu.
Steersman.
Right.
Stations.
Well, I do feel like we ought to keep some ships here just in case.
Aye.
I lost. I must have lost the others.
Moving
the originals.
to coordinates.
I feel like, though, we're going to need a crew once we eventually go fight, what's his face?
Stations.
Back you go. Alright, that's not what I wanted to do today. What I wanted to do today was fix up my islands here. So all the islands that produce the sugarcane and the rum, we're going to need to basically double them. And, well, that's going to be an effort, isn't it? Double them and get enough rum that we can provide for everybody else. Let me start writing down here. I need to write down who's a provider and who isn't. We got provider and needs. We got one provider. They will be able to provide their own. This is also a provider. that one. This one is not. I don't have anybody on that island. Not. That one is not. That one is not. That one is. So actually, we don't
ought to share tea
really
more
need to
often.
expand this. I have 4. Okay. I thought I would have to double this up. I do not. What I do need to do, get another ship. You don't sell schooners, you just sell straight
If we strike
clippers,
against La
right?
Corona, we never sink a ship. Good to see a friendly face in this time, ready to evacuate
A
at a
little too
moment's
expensive.
notice.
Let's just make another one. We shouldn't have to worry about pirates at the moment, so I think I can send them off. Be fine. Yeah, okay. So once we get that going,
You
well,
can
I mean, I could
rely
even
on
use
us.
my sea sponge right now. I could use the frigates, but that's fine. Okay, so we need to basically remake this. This one's going to be kind of a pain in my butt. Remake this so that we can get the 700. And I have no idea how I'm going to do that. Not there anyway. We move the whole island 5 miles this way. We can absolutely do it. That does put it on that direction, though. It's kind of a pain, but it is doable. That's pretty much going to be the episode. It's going to be screwing around, shifting things, trying to maximize, and get them ready so that they're all self-sufficient. But they're basically going to have to fund everything else that I'm doing over here.
The people celebrate your leadership.
You didn't even build the roads? You couldn't even do that? I understand the rest of this stuff because I've got no resources here, but you couldn't even build the roads? Pain in my ass. I might even be able to reconfigure that even more, actually. Because we will not have anything for the gaps there. I think I left this gap for the fight club, and then this was something else. But yeah, if they're gonna fit elseways, we can sure sharpen that up. How? I don't know. Maybe I won't worry about that right now. Let's keep it as is. Ah, there will be a slight problem though, because getting it from here all the way to here might be a little bit tough. That's going to put it right up against it, so it needs a little bit more space. It's fine. It'll look ugly. We'll figure something out later, maybe. There. Now it'll be a little bit easier to get to where it needs to go, so that it can get to what will be the dock over here. Just gonna start moving things. So got all that stuff. Now this doesn't just allow me to drop on top of it, does it? It looks like it does. It does not. Okay. Well, I mean, actually, I can just do this one. This crap can just happen off camera on its own here. Or deleting some of this stuff just gives me the resources back, right? I think. Guess there's no reason to do that if we can just move it. For all the other islands, I'll just do this off camera. You. That's gonna be a pain. Yeah, well, okay, now we can just do this. Back in the way. I think we'll even get ourselves a freebie there, because we won't need that.
Ship constructed.
Oops.
New orders?
New orders, Admiral.
Did you not go with them? Damn it. No. Fuck. Wrong order. That. Still not going to be enough, because this is a lot more people. Huh? Oh. They're complaining because I don't have this over here. Was I?
Storeroom's full, boss.
Wow, okay. I guess I had intended to make boards here, and then I just didn't? Oh, fuck no, because they need it for the rum. Shit. I forgot they needed that shit for the rum. Well, we will need our own eventually, so we may as well just make it now. Perhaps if I flip this some way, we can get this over here so we can put another house in it, but then that breaks the balance. We'll get up with it eventually. But anyway, so now I don't know what to do with that, but like if I were to do another plantation, I could just do it over. But yeah, that should fill in there, and then we'll change all of that. Now, did that change you? No. Okay, good. It's going to affect your route just a little bit. But what I can do now with that ship that's coming in, we'll be able to pick up from one, drop off at another, pick up from one, drop off at another.
I don't like to ask for much. There's only a few things I remember were better when I was young.
You want a picture of yourself?
You kept your word!
Great. I got a lot of stuff. Okay, well, I should probably do that. Go around the various islands. Pick up things that they've got.
Frigate
Do that.
first class.
Okay, you don't. You don't. You do. So that'll be the first place we go. This should not. Or that. This one I think is good to go. It is. Okay, that's one less island I gotta fuck with. I do have to mess around with this. But, yeah, we can adjust that. Again, I'll do that off camera. Oh, we do have one over here. Okay. That one just came to this one. This one does have a chicken that needs to go back to the main island. Or, I guess now that since, well, see, now I'm troubled. Like, should I be saving all that stuff for the big capital city? I guess so, huh? I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing on my island, the family island. Bigger one. I guess I could just limit myself with whatever I get. Why don't we... Well, actually, you just need to come here. We'll take this down, since I will be needing to build things eventually. Actually, I might have some people I can bring down. I don't even know where to begin with this. I guess it'd be trade union. Bakeries. Ops Hacienda potatoes. I should look at the haciendas. If haciendas can make potatoes there. Cigars. Lumberjacks, cloth. It's all crop farms. Wow, look at that. Productivity 50, number of modules 25%. This, if I gave it to one of my rum makers, it would definitely offset that negative 45, or the negative 15 rather, I guess, plus increase the number of modules. I mean, that would boost it all over the place. Then it wouldn't be worried so much, right? I mean, I could just make 2. I can just make 2 of those farms. Affects all animal farms. That's a pretty good one, too. I want one specific for the New World, though. All drinks production, chances of fire increase. Grain, artisanal kitchen, animal farms. Okay, none of these are specific to the New World. I know I have some, though. Unless I already brought them over there. This is a town hall. Artisans and engineers. Yeah, so there are no inventors. I must have been thinking about maybe 2070 or something, but there are investors. So I was probably mixing the engineers and the investors. Okay, well, none of this directly impacts it. I'm not sure if I should do this or not. Because it's kind of a waste. But I am going to need a trade union anyway just to get fertility on that island, so I may as well. I can't think of anything else I truly need on those islands, though, that I couldn't just make. Yeah, alright.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Let's bring down, I don't know, another load of that and another load of that. Holy shit, guys.
Aye.
I didn't bring anything with me, but that's fine. What I could do is send some of these home. Actually, same deal, we could just send them home anyway. We should be safe. You can see here what the NPCs have finally done. They're now blocked around locations I will no doubt have to get to eventually, including the back of my island, which I'm not a huge fan of. Eventually I may want to bring things back here. Let's not do that. Once again, against the goddamn wind. Pretty confident the game does that deliberately now. It happens way too much for coincidence. Okay, what the hell am I doing? I need stuff over here. Start laying this out, I guess. Right. So pretty much the line needs to come off of that anyway. Really? Alright, no. What though? It'd look better if there were like a central square, right? Like a much larger central square rather than the tiny one that I had. Problem just is that there's not a lot of room, so there wouldn't be much on that end. Yeah, I can come up with something though. There. Okay. Something that looks like that. That. Make a much larger square. I don't know, I guess it could be central. That's just a... It's just taking up a lot of space there. Because what I was sort of planning on doing was having farms and fields up front, but I guess we don't need that. Alright. Make sure that lines up. It's gonna bother me if I go to work on it and then it just doesn't. Okay. So, let's leave these alone, which means that is not what I want. Probably need, yeah, like we can see here that this doesn't go too far over there. So we probably want like one set up here for the right side, one set up here side, and they can just be redundant, but what we do need is a set of materials.
You can rely on
We are making our own brick here. Why hasn't it filled up though?
The more the merrier.
You'd think it'd be full by now. Because I'm
Your
selling
ship
it.
has returned from its voyage.
That's why. Because I'm selling it. Let's see. May as well bring... There's two to bring there. It's all marketplaces. Well, a 20% range would help immediately, wouldn't it? The loading speed of ships. We should get that on that new one. What did you just say?
Frigate first class.
Oh, the Terror does still exist. Okay, well,
Halyard sheets and braces.
could have sworn that the
The people celebrate your leadership.
Terror had sunk. Guess not. Where is... That's that little schooner. And I guess those are the ships from Trelawney. Just guess I'm getting impatient here. Alright,
Stations.
you can come up here. We'll begin. But what this central plaza is going to end up being, I'm not quite sure. Because over here, you know, I centered it around a little marketplace and whatnot, but these sorts of things need to look in place over there. I mean, this is a pretty good size anyway. This might be too big. Although if I put in maybe more of the...
Steaming pile full of nothing.
Yeah. If I put in like the Fiesta stuff, maybe I could centralize it around that. Be pretty big. Still pretty big. This is surprisingly full for how little it is. How tiny it is. I don't know. I'll go into my my test. We should probably do a Wibbly quest. Build him back
Here's
up
a
again.
sort of caper I had. Let's see what you conjure up.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You really have to? Well, my flagship is on its way.
Ready the ropes?
Wish we'd done that before I had sent the little schooner down here. It was what, 21 sails and 14 schnapps?
You can rely on us.
Bastard. Alright.
Ready
The
the
people
ropes?
celebrate your leadership.
Come on, come on, come on. May as well take all this stuff to this area now, too.
Steady her course.
Because there's no grand cathedral here. It's a little grandiose to put the the airship maker there. Not quite what I was thinking.
Stations.
Oh, we are actually full.
Ready
We'll
the
need that
ropes?
sooner than later. I suppose I may as well go ahead and get our own little production up and running. Just for now.
New orders, Admiral.
It's actually better to keep them over
Keep
here
her
because this is a
constant.
central island. Alright. Let's see. We do have a small workforce that's already here. So we can at least start getting some things tucked away. Yeah, like this tiny-ass chapel. That doesn't mean anything for me. And the town hall? Was that guy? Forget what that was. Service here. And that town hall, I think, what he was attached to. Oh, for fuck. God damn it. Picked the wrong thing. Better make sure. They can kind of go in that direction anyway. This whole area, terrible really to have to tear this all down. It might actually be better. We will need charcoal burners. We will need the lumberjack, so maybe we'll just turn this into forest. At the very least, we can keep the trees. Even though it'll be chopping it down a little bit. Rather than just plow it all down for farmland. Kind of makes more sense to do that over here anyway. Then I need to look at what the hacienda does. best to make one of those. I have to adjust this one to make it fit. Really just bringing it down by one. That could also be farm, but if it's going to be farm, that's rather a
Shine
waste
your
then.
blow lamp on this, would ya?
Offers you a diving bell quest.
Go then. I've got stuff to do.
Sure.
Aye.
The hell are you?
Begin the turn.
We got two? Or is it just possible locations? Might be possible locations. Right, that is happening. We'll give it a few minutes for that to catch up. Yeah, I'm not totally sold. Over here. I guess, you know, incorporating that we could have that go. This could still work.
Ceasefire has ended.
Because what I could do is just cross over here. I mean, Jesus, this could be, if I truly wanted it to be, this could be a rather large island. Oh yeah, you know that thing, that fortress, where the hell that is, that was on the map. Can we even get up here? You'd think with that, right? I guess. Yeah, that looks like we could get up that. Does it lead anywhere, though? I don't know about that. But anyway, I need to figure out. Like, I guess we could put industry up in here. I don't expect this to have to be that in depth, that big.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Shit, there's a whole area over here. I mean, we could attach pier over here. Over here. This place is huge. How are you supposed to fill up all these damned islands? No, worry about that. We'll just kind of stay over here for now. Maybe consume a lot of that. I need to get these guys.
You can rely on us.
There is a level above the obreros.
Halyard, sheets, and braces.
I'd like to see that. Now maybe we can put an airship strip over here or something. Are we in position? Almost.
New orders.
Go do this one first. Doing this for an hour is kind of a waste right now, isn't it?
Carry her about.
I was meant to drop that off, wasn't I? I found it! Just like that. Good.
Escort commencing.
So yeah, definitely off camera. I'll fix up these islands, although this could be a rather large island too. I mean, look how much space is on here. If we could... So at 700, a full cycle...
Your ship has returned from
of
its
the run.
voyage.
Aye.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Schooner reporting.
A full cycle of rum will handle 2 700 settlements, which means that if we were to do bigger on this, I would basically have to wrap... I'd have to wrap things around
Hola.
a bunch of plantations so that I could utilize that. But I could possibly expand this quite large. Some of these islands, not so much. They're a little bit cramped. But we could definitely build them up if I needed to. Which I don't think I do. Okay. Well, I can't tell if that's regrowth happening down here or not. I guess this doesn't really regrow. What are you supposed to be? Panther of some kind? Before we go here... Well, shit, I guess I gotta wait until old Nate chimes in, or else this isn't gonna work, is it?
Made a sterner
Where's the
stuff.
fucking ship? I wanted to go up into that fort.
I wish to find a new kingdom here.
Go ahead.
My bannermen tread new soil, benevolent one.
Better you take it than Beryl.
A competitor raised a settlement.
I wonder if it's possible to get an alliance with all of them. Because then they wouldn't go to war with each other, but it would have to be all together simultaneously. And... Are we going to turn this in, or what? The fuck are you doing?
More than both. Fix that up good, didn't ya? Hey!
Mountain mines. Alright. This. Still waiting on Wibbly here.
Ready
Is that
for
you?
ropes?
That's you. Okay. So that'll take care of itself. Let's go do this real quick. God damn it.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Which one? Flagship. Can I be left alone for a minute, please? Well, how the fuck do I get up here? Boy, whoever made this thing... Clearly they made it before they made a walkthrough of it. Very steep pathways. You can't get into anything interesting. Of course not. It'd be a good place to maybe look from and take a screenshot, but of course we don't want that. For Christ's sake. Can't get over that. Okay. What in the... Why is this so hard to navigate? Really? You made this goddamn huge-ass fortress and I can't get around it? You are extremely limited in the places you can go here. What the fuck is this? This doesn't go anywhere else? So you can't even get into here. It stops you. And then that's it. And you're so down in the bushes, literally, that you can't even see anything. Like there's nothing to even look out over. That's lame. Think like if you were going to make a point of interest, you'd make it more interesting. Whatever. Alright, so we should be able now to kind of get started here. We'll have our own brick factory and stuff. I can start laying this out. This will probably be... I don't know. I really don't know what to do with this. We could just leave most of the rainforest here, I suppose. I'm curious. Maybe just a line of road to the trailheads for the future, but like, how does this even... Oh wow, we need to get the artistas anyway. That's a lot. Artistas need the sewing machines, which this is crazy. So whereas we were able to make them with the iron and the other island relatively simply, the full process for sewing machines here is 6 sewing machines to 18 aluminium smelters with 6 charcoal kilns based off of only 2 bauxite mines. Like, I guess we would be able to supply the world with sewing machines if I just made them from here, but god damn, that's expensive. That's excessive is what that is. You don't need that much. What did that say? Helium. I see. So I guess over here is where we would build our airships. Off of just that 1 bauxite plus lumberjacks. I mean, this could be my little industrial. I kind of hate to do that because this is a nice little area here, but this could just be my industrial spit. I don't know what the hell. Where's the rubber come from? It needs the fertility, of which it does not have that fertility on this island. So okay, well, we are bringing that over, right? Didn't I bring? Click on the goddamn thing. I did bring this. All right. Well, that's kind of lame. I thought this island would have a little bit of everything. I would need another ship to start bringing it over. This island does not. This island does not. This island does. Well, there's that. We also don't have the pearls. Right. The reason I got all these things was because they gave me everything I could possibly ever need. So it looks like these islands are going to end up being more than just tax bases for all the people. Probably end up making farms on at least one end of them to be used to supply here. Probably more than usual, actually. I mean, there's so much space here that I could use that for, but no.
You would exploit?
Not unless you have an alliance with everybody, in which case, then I might consider it. She's at war with the pirates, which would put me at war with the pirates. She does have an alliance with Wibbly, though. Interesting. But she's not at war. I thought, how come that brings me, unless they changed it, but I'm pretty damn sure in the last playthrough, every time I was at war, or in an alliance with somebody, I kept getting dragged into pointless wars. That does not seem to be the case. Very interesting. Very interesting. Maybe it's only for me. I would not be surprised by that. Okay, well, we'll get to planning here and actually putting this down and try and get this island up and running as quickly as possible because I do need the stuff. I guess I'll make this like especially given its location, you know, all the things that I could get off of here. This does not have tobacco either. Well, shit. I guess, well, maybe I should just do these two then. Since they're so close to the edge here, these would actually be good. I could make the rum deposit from here, pick up the cigars from here, because those are requirements back home. Maybe not for this tier.
Scooped us out of
God
the
damn it,
gutter,
give me somebody!
Heard above the madding crowd.
Okay, well, not for this tier. It must be for the next tier that they want cigars and stuff. But we'll
The
have
people
to
celebrate
we'll have
your
to do that.
leadership.
Get out of here.
I'm only a cog. It's you. Grease the wheels, Governor.
Photography of a brick factory.
A little love is all we ever wanted.
Ooh, all carpentry works and the Wanza woodcutter. I don't know what the Wanza woodcutter is, but that would be better than this for sure. All productivity and the workforce needed, because that includes all things. All carpentry works would be everything. That's really only affecting those, though. It's keeping the lumber mills out. I guess there is that one. I guess I had 2 in there. Okay, that's much better. Better productivity, and it doesn't increase the cost. In fact, it lowers it because it lowers the amount of people I needed working here. That was a good one. Finally. Okay, well, I'll end this one here. I'll dick around with other shit off camera.
A victim of my own
Puzzle quest.
satisfaction.
When she's not at church giving the Von Tripp children music lessons, my daughter Maria likes to go singing and picking edelweiss in the hills.
Even with aid, I fear it shall not be enough.
She was
Your
literally
ship
just
has
down the block.
returned from its voyage.
We have cause for urgent celebration.
Topiary garden.
New orders, Admiral.
Ah, right. Hurry up.
The
Forgot that was the
people
thing.
celebrate your
Okay.
leadership.
Yeah, well, we'll get on it, but I thought that I was going to use this as my supply area, but I guess not. We can, however, make airships from here. And I guess we kind of need those. Maybe, for some reason. I don't know. Like, are they even actually good defensively? For scouts, they seem to be really fast. So, in future settlement... Can they even settle, though? I don't even know. I don't... they added this well after... We could go pick up some flotsam. They added these well after, I think. I had finished the last series. Because I don't remember them at all. But, I don't know. At this point, I think that a lot of these are just optional. But, you know, I would like to see as much of the game as possible. So I guess we're stuck doing that. Anyway, time to end this one here. I will see you next time.